Hello, all. Welcome to Black Girl in the World. If you don't know me, you will. And if you do, welcome back. I'm a podcaster, and this is the show I hope you enjoy listening to. This week, we will talk about exploring our complex emotions and embracing the new you. I know I have been gone for a very long time, and to be honest, my reasons. My former job was pretty strict, and I just wanted to keep my podcast very smooth and informative. That really is all. While writing this transcript, my boyfriend said to me, "I thought you shut this thing down. Who did you talk to for it to be up and running again?" He loves my podcast and was really surprised that I started working on a new episode after telling him that unfortunately I would no longer be putting effort into creating any more episodes. To be honest, it has influenced me in some way with conversations that I had throughout my journey. I say that because it was not a particular person who I spoke with to start it going again, just regular conversations with my usual people and topics just randomly that I would think about and felt like needed to be discussed. If you know me, you know I love going on rants and talking about things, and I felt that this should be something that I can share. I hope that makes sense. So I will tell you guys right now, I might do some episodes here and there, but please do not expect a regular weekly schedule from me unless discussed otherwise. And this is an example of what we will be talking about today. I thought of this while watching Inside Out 2. If you haven't seen it yet, go see it. I know I'm making it sound like it isn't just some regular Pixar kid movie, but this blockbuster hit with imagery and analytical themes to make you process the characters and write a whole essay about it. And you can laugh at me all y'all want, but at the end of the movie, it honestly made me feel better about myself. Emotional for sure, but better. I won't ruin the movie in case you haven't seen it yet, but I can essentially give you an overall theme that I noticed. The theme for me was we grow from a younger self, discovering more than what we were before. And in that, it can be scary. I can share something about me. When I talk about my younger version of me, you would think I was in love with this younger version of myself. I have always missed that younger version because she was just so simple, you know? She didn't ask for too much. She could pick up a book anywhere and read it all day and all night long. And it felt like she was just so captured within the pages. Nothing was confusing to her. She had no distractions. And the only thing was that she needed to go to bed. She was kinder, sweeter, more helpful, was not always vocal about her feelings, processed them to her very well, and was not a gossip girly. She didn't talk much in general. She wrote poems when she felt defeated and wasn't even on social media as much. She was just in her own world, in her own little league, and could easily make friendships without that awkwardness. Gosh, I really do miss that girl. The saying, "don't rush to grow up," is true because that's all you become at some point. Just grown. That's it. Anyway, I'm straying from the point. The point is, I feel to some degree, we have felt like there were times when we were a much simpler self, when our emotions were just simpler and happier and just to the point. There wasn't more than what it is now. We had the basic set of emotions, right? We had happy, sad, a little goofy, and mad. That's all we really needed to focus on. Then we got older We start establishing ourselves more with the specific of our emotions, with the anxiousness, the being in love, the confused, the relaxed, the sarcastic, the jealousy, the lust. All of these emotions make up who we are as we continue to age and develop ourselves. I won't lie, I honestly do get nervous about who I am becoming and who I will become next year and the year after that. And they're just emotions that might not have surfaced yet and things that will seep into the ground of my being. The theme did teach me something. Your individual emotions can share a sentence, but when they come together, they can create a story. All your emotions have something to say. Just because you don't want to be negative or show that type of emotions in front of a family member or friend does not make it any less true and present. I remember I would get very irritated on a very specific week of every month. I would feel like I am on a freaking roller coaster and the people around me would annoy me. Why? I felt that for years, you guys, without understanding until I became an older individual and said, oh, I get irritated and don't know where it's coming from because I'm on my cycle. So now I tell my boyfriend and confess to him because I truly do not mean any harm. I just don't know where that irritability came from and why that was. And with that, now I accept it, I process it, and I go to my room and I take a nap. We just gotta do that. We gotta process these complex emotions and just give it a pat on the shoulder and take a nap. You know? Afterwards, just eat some ice cream, play your love jams, and 9 out of 10, you'll feel so much better. Emotions aren't always meant to be discarded. When they appear and appear recurringly, ask yourself, why are we feeling anxious, right? Why are we feeling lonely? Why are we jealous right now? We love the feeling of joy and happiness, but dang it, does it not feel great when we are mad? But why do we feel that? Where does that come from? How can we balance and identify the current state of our being? It's okay. We also may feel all is bad and we want to go back to the way things were because it felt good and it was safe there. But there are some great parts in this current life as well. It's just mixed together to form a story. Our story, your story, mine's. No matter how you may see yourself, you have people who love you, will remind you, and who are also enduring the exact same thing as you. They have never been the age that they are now. How do they know how to feel? Despite us knowing that people who were our age, right? The times have changed. You are a different person from them. But back to the movie. I want to tell you that the person you were and who you believed you knew very well is not all gone. That version of you has just evolved into a phase that will stay with you for a while. That you is one with a lot of knowledge, lasting memories of family and friends, vast amounts of emotions and feelings as you navigate yours and experiencing others in a darn good life to look back and say, I have made it this far. Be proud of all your emotions, not just the good ones. All the books that I have read and the feelings that developed from them, all the sad poems that made me when I was young. I look back and smile, even though I'm just in my mid-20s. And I look back because I've grown so much from that kid. She only knew so little, so she gave what she only had. She did not know all she could feel and accomplish and know, because all those stories that she's read were just a small section of her story. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this episode. Share, subscribe, and comment. I'm so sorry I sound stuffy, but you know your girl tried her best. Check out the other episodes if you haven't already. All right, you guys, this is my time. Stay safe, stay loved. Bye.